Hi everyone, Hannah here from My STEM Kits, and I'm going to talk to you today about our Planetary Temperatures Kit. This build your own lab setup is a really great tool to talk about energy efficiency, temperatures of the different planets in our solar system, and even global temperature change right here on Earth. So with all of these great things to do, let's get started building it. First thing we need to do is build a meter stick vertical stand like I have here. To assemble this piece, collect 6 number 2 unsharpened pencils, a meter stick, and the following pieces. Once you have everything assembled, start by inserting the unsharpened end of the pencil into the bottom 3 openings like this. You can do the same thing with this top piece. Next, insert your meter stick and do so through the top and then through the bottom, being sure to line up the pencils so that they all line up. As you can see, it's not very sturdy yet, so we take these last little pencil angle pieces and we take the short side and snap it onto the bottom pencil, and the long side snaps onto the top pencil, or the angled pencil as the case may be. And there you go. You have a meter stick vertical stand set up and you're ready to assemble the rest of your kit. Now this kit requires 2 of these meter stick vertical stands, so repeat the same process until you have 2 of them. Next, take your 2 medium binder clips and secure them so that the top of the binder clip sits just below 27 centimeters when you have the one sitting on the table. Then insert your parallel meter stick holders over the top of each meter stick. Then insert your meter sticks into either end of the parallel meter stick holders. This is the basic setup we use for all of the experiments we do with our Planetary Temperatures Kit. Once you figure out what experiment you need to do, you need to set it up. So for all of them, you're going to need a light bulb, so plug it in and secure it to one of the sides of your meter stick. You're also going to need all of the space you can get, so make sure you slide the meter stick vertical stands all the way to the end. If you're going to be talking about planets and greenhouse gas atmospheres, we've got a couple different experiments you can run with that. To set up any of those experiments that involve an atmosphere, you're going to use a bottle and our lid pieces here. Simply insert the lid top, this is done with a flexible filament, into the opening there, and then take one of your thermometers and slide it through. Twist the lid on, and you've got your first thermometer ready to go. For any without atmospheres, you'll use just the regular holds that we have here, and you can use either the one that'll center it or that'll go on one of the meter sticks or the other, and whichever one you're using, you just put the same lid top piece on and then slide the thermometer through. These flexible pieces allow it to stay in place and not slip down. So for instance, if you're going to talk about Earth's greenhouse gas atmosphere and the effect it has, you'll use one parallel to another one on the other side. Make sure both thermometers are vertically at the same height so it doesn't affect the science. Then simply turn on your light bulb, wait a designated amount of time as in the lesson plan, and then compare the temperature between the two. Now if you're continuing this experiment but looking instead at the different temperatures of planets within our solar system, you can replicate Mercury without an atmosphere by putting it a designated distance from your artificial sun. Then Venus. Then for Earth you need to do the same bottle setup because it has a greenhouse gas atmosphere. This one secure using the center piece here. That'll hold it in place and give you a designated distance away from the sun. Again, check to make sure your height is level. Now, if you're going to do an experiment instead on energy efficiency, that's where the different light bulbs come in. So you can go in and compare traditional incandescent, fluorescent, and modern LEDs to see which ones let off the most heat and therefore are the least efficient from an energy standpoint because they're losing their energy to heat instead of to lumens. So when you do this one, make sure you get 3 light bulbs that all give off the same amount of lumens. In this case, we're working with 100-watt equivalent bulbs. You only need 1 thermometer to do that experiment, and simply turn on each of the light bulbs according to the lesson plan in order, and then make sure you've cooled off your thermometer back to room temperature between each experiment. That way you can compare the data received from each of them. One other thing to note is in working with hot light bulbs, make sure you use an oven mitt to protect your hands. So whether you're doing earth science and looking at greenhouse gas atmospheres and the planets, or if you're doing energy efficiency in the math classroom, this kit has a lot of different options and you can do a lot of great things with it. Can't wait to see how you're going to use it.